So the boys have moved off the field into studio to being selectors. URC lead 15 was picked, Vic picked one, and Kitty picked one. So let's have a look first. We're going to look at the URC lead 15, and then we're going to compare. So chaps, have a look there. Any disagreements, strong disagreements there who you wouldn't have or you'd have added? We'll look at both your teams. Vic, we'll start with you, and then Kitty will look at your team. But a pretty strong team there, and a good mix also.
Yeah, good mix. Of course, I want to pick 15 Bulls players, so I can't pick all of them. But yeah, pretty good selection there, not too bad.
Let's have a look at the next team. This is where the debate gets interesting. So I think we start in Kitty with your team, with your 15 first. So let's have a look at that. All Bulls front row.
Yeah, I think the Bulls front row has been amazing this season. I think they put teams under real pressure, but yeah, try to go for a mix. Some guys I just like watching that I enjoy watching to play. And I think there's some talented guys and guys that hopefully go all the way into the final.
I suppose the big debate, Vic, you can come in at Lockyer, Van Heerden, Tyke, Byrne, and we'll see who you picked at lock there.
Yeah, I think Ergia has had a fantastic season. I mean, his offload ability is just unbelievable, how he can get across the gain line and then still get the ball away. So I think he's in all our teams. And yeah, so I went with Kobus Wiese. I think Kobus Wiese had such a big impact in this Bulls team. He's almost like an Eben Etzebeth for the Sharks. Whenever he's there, there's just a physicality to the Bulls pack that's unbelievable. And I haven't seen someone in South Africa being close to a Eben. And Kobus is the one guy that really get close to Eben, I think.
So that team obviously clearly plays out of Loftus because there's a lot of blue there.
Yeah, there's a lot of blue. I still think Sheehan is the best hooker in the world at the moment. Maybe Malcolm can be right up there, but a fantastic
That's Kitty's
player.
Best mate, by the way.
I know, that's why you got to
see Malcolm.
Malcolm isn't playing in the URC, otherwise he would be there, but I think Sheehan is a fantastic player. And then I also went with Richie. He's a guy that just keeps on coming again this week against the Bulls, and at line-out time as well. Really good contester, and for me, Marcel Coetzee for the Bulls was the guy that, whenever the chips was down, he was the guy that stood up, and he just led from the front.
Vic, who did you have at Scrum-half? Craig Casey.
Yeah, went with Craig Casey. He's keeping Murray out of the team. I think he's really playing well. Interesting that they're still not selecting him for Ireland on the bench, but he's a guy that for Munster really brought it. I think he brings a lot of speed into the game, and I think he's a player for the future.
So look, Gerard Steenekamp, so with the Bulls, 2 loose heads in. Kitsy Akker van der Merwe.
Yeah,
off the bench, yeah.
Yeah, I like the impact he brings into the game. I think he brings a lot of pace, a lot of energy, and I just enjoy watching him. So from an elite pick, I think he's great value added to a front row and to a pack of forwards.
So you clearly wouldn't want to scrum against Walker because everyone selected Walker.
No ways. I think he's been devastating. He's destroying teams at the moment.
And then the locks is quite an interesting one. Obviously, we spoke about that. We'll go to the backs. Sasha Feinberg and Gomezulu. He wins it hands down, in for everybody.
Yeah, I mean, Sasha, I think over the last couple of months, you've just seen the talent he's had and how he's showed up in big games, started playing, putting the guys on the front foot, getting across advantage line. So, yeah, I think he's just a great leader and a great 10 for any side.
Yeah, he's probably, we just need to talk. I mean, there's a lot of talk about his performances in the quarterfinal, where he probably tried and forced a few things. And I always say to people, it's a second-year syndrome. Look, he's used to doing magic on the field. He will have to go through games where he just do the basics right as well. And I think once he gets to Rassie again, I think Rassie will get him to say, listen, do the basics right. I mean, he's got so much skills. I mean, he's such a talent, and we all love watching him. He doesn't have to force it. It will come at the right time. He's got the skill to show it. Otherwise, you just need to be solid, keep to the basics, and do the basics well.
Another one, you look at the wings, Edwulf van der Merwe, Ethan Hooker, two South African kids that have done well in the wing.
Yeah, I mean, Edwulf, I think it's
you do watch the wings, right?
Yeah, dude, I see them running past.
There's an awkward silence. You're like, who are those guys?
Never heard of her, but no, I think he's great. I think he's I mean, he finishes the work off the ball, how he gets involved all the time, his ability to chase kicks. I mean, he's a great player.
And guys, who coaches this team? We can't say Rassie Rasmus, so who coaches it out of all the URC coaches?
I'll bring Jock Ninobe back.
Yeah, I'll go with Jock Ninobe as well. I think it will be fantastic to see him.
Not Franco?
Franco must be close.
Yeah, it must be close.
So there's 4 South African coaches in the semi-finals involved. If you think about Jacques at Leinster.
You don't want to ask me who's the worst one, no, I won't say.
Who wouldn't you want to coach?
I'll keep it to myself.
Okay, we'll keep it quite short. Hanekom, obviously, hands down, one of the key players. You had a late change at Scrum-half from Stephen Kitshoff now. Jaden Hendrickson was in, but you had John Cooney in.
Yeah, I wanted
Your mate from Ulster.
My mate from Ulster, 100%. I think he...
Was he your neighbour there?
No, he wasn't. He was just a good friend. So I wanted to get a mate involved as well. But I think he's... I mean, we all know Ulster's struggles this season, and I think he was still trying to get the guys on the front foot. I think his kicking ability as a backup kicker or as a starting kicker to Pulse is quite strong. So, I mean, I think he's a good pick.
And it's not easy.
But you took him out your team, though.
It's not easy to play well in a team that struggles, and I think he's a standout, same as Etwell on the wing.
Yeah.
So if you play in a team that struggles and you stand out, that shows your quality.
Victor, up front here, if you're calling the lineouts tomorrow and you had to face one of these locks, which one would be the guy you wouldn't want to face? You can say no one.
Yeah, there's not a lot. Probably Argia. I mean, Ruan Orkea is not there. I think he's pretty good at line-out time. He's playing at 7 for the Bulls at the moment, but if you look at the games, he's actually playing lock, just scrumming on the side, and a guy like Kobus Wiese is probably more playing out in wider channels, on the kickoffs as well. Ruan is taking the kickoffs, and Kobus is at the back carrying it back. So the one guy in the lineouts that I wouldn't want to face is probably Ruan Orkea.
So you use Wilkelo, Wilkelo, who else? Scrumming-wise?
France, and I mean, we all know France is injured at the moment, but was struggling. But I think between the two of them, I mean, pretty strong tight heads. And but I think Wilkelo is probably standout at tight head this season. Another player that I did consider was Netling Foucher. I think he, I mean, he's ball playing.
Another stormer,
Another stormer, but his ball playing ability with his scrummaging ability is just special.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. So that's the selection from the guys here. The selectors have had their say. A little bit of debate who they would have hated to play against. But again, fantastic teams from both guys.